All right, number 3 says, which of the following equations has the solution x equals -1 and x equals 7? So what we're given are 4 different absolute value problems, different set equal to different numbers. So think about what we've got. When we look at an absolute value, we know that it's going to give us that V-shaped graph, something like this. Okay, and so we talked about how this side of the graph, the equation, is exactly what's inside, and this side over here is the opposite. So what we're going to do is we're going to just look at this part. So take away the bars, and we're going to look at just the inside, and we're going to set it equal to each one and see which one at least gives us one of these, and that will help narrow down our choices. So I'm going to take the first one, x minus 4 equals 3, and when I add 4 to both sides, I get 7. And that's one of our choices, so that one could work. Okay. All right, let's try the next one. The x minus 3 equals 4. And when I add 3 to that, I also get 7. So that one could work also. Okay. All right, let's try this one. The x minus 6 equals 7. Well, when I add 6 to both sides, look, I don't get 7, I get 13. So it can't be that one. So we can rule that out. And then the last one is x minus 6 equals 1. And when I add 6 to both sides, I get 7. So it could be that one. Okay? So now we want to do the opposite. And remember, it's the opposite of what's inside here. That gives us this side. Okay, so I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do the opposite. That would be negative x plus 4 equals 3. Okay, and remember, all of these got 7, so we're trying to find the one that will give us -1. So I'm going to subtract 4. So negative x equals -1. Now some of you might go, oh, I got -1, but we're not done yet because we have to divide by that -1 in front of the x. So we actually get +1. Okay, and that's not what we have. We have -1. So we know it can't be that one. We'll rule that out. All right, now let's look at B. Okay, again, we want to do the opposite. So just do that up here. So negative x plus 3 equals 4. So we're going to subtract 3, and we get negative x equals 1. And then when we divide by -1, we get x equals -1. So that gives us both of those. So that's more like, that's our possible answer. You can try the last one just to make sure you didn't make any errors. The opposite would be negative x plus 6 equals 1. And when you subtract 6, you end up with -5. So, and when I divide by -1, I end up with +5. So that one doesn't work. So what we did is we just went through and we used the ones that were here that would give us this line and found our possible choices. And then we just went and did the opposites of the ones we had left. That would be this side of the graph, and found the one that would give us the other one. So this equation right here, this x minus 3 equals 4, this right here would be 3. And then if we had 4 like this, then that would be 7, and this over here would be -1.